Hey, it's me. I know who we're gonna get to it. Okay, let's go over the room first though. Stand up. We got the door that we're closing. The manga shelves, every single one. We got the box sets down there. Actually, if you notice, the box sets, I used to have the box sets up here on the top of the shelves. But I was reading some manga in the corner over there, and one of the boxes like fell and hit my head, or almost hit my head, and I'm not trying to get decapitated, so I'm just gonna bring this on there. We have the two tables that I put my phone on. I use this thing for the phone supporter. We have the famous mirror that is extremely small, a fan, and this magazine that was in a Books A Million package. I gotta set this fan up and replace it. Okay, let's just start. Okay, first we got Haikyuu. It's I'm pretty famous around these parts. It's my favorite series of all time. I love it. It's that's really it. It was my first series too. Oh, I should explain this too. All the series are ordered in when I first got them. So Haikyuu is my first ever series, and then Banana Fish was my last ever series I bought. Well, so far. I'm not done with manga just yet. Haikyuu, best series of all time, my favorite. It was my first two. Actually, one of my first animes I've ever watched. And I freaking love it. It's freaking awesome. Oh, okay, no, we're good. Alright, I was about to burp. Your Line April, volumes 1 through 11. I made a review on this. Oh yeah, Haikyuu, I had like 3 videos on this shit. Your Line April, volume 1 and 11. One of my favorite things of all time. Yeah, again, like probably my third favorite story of all time. That shit's absolutely a masterpiece. It's it actually does like evoke emotions into me, and stories like that are kind of hard to find. So Your Line April 1 through 11, fucking amazing. I did a review on it. You can watch it. Next we have Demon Slayer, volumes 1 through 23, and focus, the side story. So volumes 1 through 23, and the side story, which is, if you don't know, I think actually a great story. I think not a great story, but a great series. Characters are likable. There's not much depth into it. There's some cool, points in Demon Slayer. Some good arcs around the end. That's really all it does, though. It's pretty basic. It's not anything groundbreaking, I don't think. But the anime is. The anime is extremely groundbreaking. But I really do not understand, the manga side of it. Alright, I might sound like a broken record here, but Blue Period, another masterpiece. One of my favorite series of all time, probably my top 10. I love... they do not get enough praise. I love the spines and the covers of Blue Period. Maybe not the spines, but the covers are beautiful. I have the camera down here. But the covers are beautiful. And that's why I love Blue Period. This is probably my favorite cover art of, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Whatever, I'll just leave that there. Alright, next we got Kaguya-sama Love is War, volumes 1 through 24. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this series is. If, probably everyone's watched the anime. It's freaking amazing, especially around here and onward, because I think this is where the anime ends. No, this is where the anime ends, yeah. Right here, this volume. Volume 14 is where the anime, at least until the movie comes out, which I think are like these 30 volumes. I'm pretty sure it covers like the Ice Princess arc or whatever you want to call it, and then they have the Christmas, and then they have their second kiss, and whatever. Yeah, so that's volume 24, and I'm pretty sure the last 2 volumes are the final volumes, so I'm pretty excited, but also kind of sad at the same time. Next, I have Food Wars volumes 1, 2, 3, and then 5 through 36. Yeah, I do not have volume 4. It is not in stock at all. Like, at all. It is just not in stock. And it's kind of a poopy move, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just cannot find it. And once I find it, I'm gonna read the entire series. But I'm still on Haikyuu. So, I'm still on Haikyuu. I'm still reading that. So, it'll take a while. But once I get volume 4, I'll be done with the series and I'll just have to read it. Next, I got Attack on Titan, volumes 1, all the way to 34 up here. Yeah, Attack on Titan's really good. I've only read volumes 1 through 18. I haven't gotten to the latter half of the series. I think it's like halfway through. Yeah, mathematically, that would be halfway through. Yeah, I like Attack on Titan. Maybe something like groundbreaking happens on like volume 19, and I'm just limiting myself here. But I read volumes 1 through 18 a while back, and I just haven't gotten to it after I completed Haikyuu, which I'm still reading, even though I still call it a masterpiece. Okay, again, I might sound like a broken record, but Alice in Borderland, a masterpiece. This shit got me crying in at least the second volume. This shit got me bawling. It was actually crazy. Yeah, Alice in Borderland's really good. It's just basically the themes in the story are so amazing about what it means to live and all this other stuff. Oh my god. I might have to just read it again. I don't know. Next, we got Dr. Stone volumes 1 through 10. Funny story, actually. I bought volumes 1 through 6, and I read all of them, and I loved it. And then I couldn't find volume 7 anywhere. It was like out of stock everywhere. And I could find these 3 volumes, but one day I just bought volumes 8, 9, and 10, or volume 10, and then I just stopped. Like, I couldn't find these 3. And then I found these 2, and then I found this one, and I just haven't gotten to it. So, stay tuned, I guess. Alright. I'm using my other hand now, because my hand got tired. Next, we got Zom 100, volumes 1 through 8. Or Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, volumes 1 through 8. Amazing series. I'm waiting for volume 9. This shit comes out so slow, I'm gonna be honest. I'm waiting. I think volume 9 is coming out this month in February. So, I'm gonna read that soon, whenever it comes out. But yeah, volumes 1 through 8. I love this series. It's so hilarious. It's really all I gotta say about it. The art is amazing too. And I love the characters. Alright, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. We got The Promised Neverland, volumes 1 through 10. I've only read the first 2 volumes, loved it. I don't really got much to say about it, except for it's good. Next we got Black Clover, volumes 1 through 19. I've read to volume 7, I believe. Yeah, volume 7, where they start like that fight against the fish people. Yeah, so I read volumes 1 through 7. Or 1 through, yeah, read through 1 through 7. Gonna read volume 8 soon, probably. But I got to get to volume 19 before I start collecting more of it. Next, we got Monster. Let me get my chair. Monster, volumes 1, 2, sorry. Volumes 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm missing volumes 2 and 5. And that's it. I'm missing volumes 2 and 5. Once I get volume 2, I'm probably going to binge this series. Or at least when I get volumes 2 and 5, I'm going to binge the series. And see, where it goes from there. But yeah, that's Monster. I actually really loved the first volume. That shit was goated. But I don't really know where you can take it from there. Alright, Spy Family, volume 1 through 8. Good series. I liked it. Not much else to say. I've read volumes 1 and 2. I keep reading like the first 2 volumes of the first 1 volume, and I stopped reading. Read volumes 1 and 2. I was gonna read the rest, but I couldn't find volume 3 anywhere, and I bought the rest of these volumes, at least 4, 5, 6, and 7, before I bought volume 3. And when I did get volume 3, I just didn't end up reading it yet, so I'm gonna have to do that eventually. Next, we got Kaiju number 8, volumes 1 through 5. I read all 5 of these. Good series. I don't think anything groundbreaking, but the art is beautiful. The characters, the storylines are very simple. Yeah, really, that's it. Nothing like, it's not going to make me tug at my heartstrings. But, there's some pretty cool moments in there. Next, I got Sakamoto Days, volumes 1 through 6. I've only read volume 1. I love the covers of these, though. The covers are beautiful. But I heard the manga gets actually really good around these 2 volumes. No! Hold on. Around volume 2 and 3. So I'm going to have to read that eventually. Next, we got Blue Lock. I freaking love Blue Lock. I love the cover. Like, before I was actually doing this video, I actually just took out volume 4. Like, in my free time, if I'm, like, just bored and I don't even want to read manga, I'll just take out volume 4 of Blue Lock, or any volume, really, and just look at the pages. And that shit's fun as fuck. Alright, yeah. That shit's hilarious. Like, it's just fun to look at the art because it's so beautiful. Next, we got... But yeah, I love Blue Lock, one of my favorite series of all time. Full Metal Alchemist, volumes 1 through 7 of the... I don't know what they're called. The full editions, the perfect editions. I don't know what they're called, but the editions. I've only read volume 1. Like every other series that I have, I've only read volume 1. It's good. I actually really liked volume 1. I just didn't have the time to read the rest, and it kind of got brought behind me, so... Next, after that, we got Komi. Where is it? Komi Can't Communicate, volumes 1 through 4. I've read volumes 1 through 3. I just got really bored. I'm probably not going to collect the rest. We'll see. If volume 4 turns around, maybe we'll collect the rest. We'll see. Next, I got Perfect World, volumes 1 through 3. I love Perfect World Volume 1. That shit was one of the best introductions to manga, or to a manga series I've ever had. And I just loved it. Yeah, it was really good. That's it. It was really, really good. Yeah, the first volume at least. Next, we got A School Frozen in Time, volumes 1 through 4. Probably one of my most infamous videos. I did a review on it. And I thought the review was actually pretty good because I really just did not understand the ending. I did not know if I don't know if I'm just dumb or whatever. I just, like, the ending was so ass to me. But I loved the first 3 volumes. And this is the same guy who made one of my favorite series of all time, Your Lie in April. Or at least the same artist, because I recognize the art. And the characters look the exact same. So, and the emotional moments did hit, especially for, I forgot the guy's name, but it was the blonde-haired guy. He was like Samurua or something like shit like that. I don't remember. I loved his backstory. But eventually they did some dumb shit and something that I just didn't understand. And, yeah, that's volumes 1 through 4 is School Frozen in Time. But it's good. You should read it. Any of these series, I think you should read if you actually have a love for it. I've not read yet. I've not read a bad manga series yet. Let me keep that in mind, yet. Next, we got Beastars, all of Beastars, volumes 1 through 2. I've only read to volume 7, though, because one time, so I was bored, and I only read volume 1 of Beastars, and I was like, let me read the rest. So I read through all the volumes I had at the time, which was volumes 2 through 7, and I absolutely loved it. I'm like, alright. So I went to Books A Million, like, the next week, just, like, forgetting about Beastars, and they had every single volume that was out at that time, every single one. And I just bought all of them. I bought 8 through 21. And they didn't have 22 out yet, but I already bought it, so it really didn't matter. But yeah, they had volumes 8 through 21 out, and I just bought it for no reason. And I just never read it. And then I bought 22, because also out, but I just never read it. Next, we got Death Note, volumes 1 through... Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. 1 through 5. I love Death Note. I've read the first 2 volumes. It was really amazing. I haven't read the rest, though. I'm pretty sure there's 6 volumes in total, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. But I read volumes 1 or 2, and they were really, really good. I could not predict what was happening. And usually I can throughout these stories. These types of stories, I can usually, like, predict the plot twists and stuff. This one, I could not. I really did not understand it at all. So next, I got Soul Eater, volumes 1 through 9. It's good. That's really it. Yeah, Soul Eater is freaking amazing. Like, actually, though. Um, so yeah, Soul Eater Volume 1 through 9. I've read the first volume. I really, really liked it. I loved the art, the characters, everything. It was just so, like, cool, and that's such a creepy vibe. And I really, really liked it. Next, we got My Dress Up Darling, Volumes 1 through 7. It's good. It's very wholesome. And I've read through Volumes 1 through 6. I'm going to read Volume 7 soon. I just got it, too. But it's really good, a really wholesome series, and I like it, so. Next, we got House Paradise, Volumes 1 through 9 here, and Volumes 10 through 13 right there. I'll just highlight these. So the House Paradise, I've read through Volumes 1 through 4, and it, like, sometimes it can just get so boring. Like, actually, it can get so boring sometimes. Like, I actually do not care sometimes. I just have to read, like, 10 pages and put it down, and then read, like, another 5 and then put it down. Read another 5 and put it down. I can't read this series. It's not for me. But I'm going to finish it. I want to read the entire thing. Eventually. Next, I got Mashal Volume 1. I picked it up on a whim. Everyone said it was good. I just haven't read it yet. I'll probably like it, though. Next, I got One Piece Volumes 1 through 70. Yes, I bought the first 3 box sets. Oops, I almost burped in my face. Yeah, One Piece is really good. The second favorite series of all time. I've only read to volume 25 though. I'm not done yet. But hey, if I gotta say my favorite moment right now, it's the Drum Island moment. You know which one. In Drum Island, where Dr. Hilaric goes, says his speech about, forgetting the people who are not forgotten. You know what I'm talking about. That's my favorite moment in One Piece so far. Next, we got Goodnight Poon Poon, volumes 1 through 7. I have not read Goodnight Poon Poon yet. I've read the first volume. Loved it. Well, I really liked it. I didn't love it, but I really liked it. And I got the rest of the volumes. This shit is expensive. Alright, volume 1 of Bungo Stray Dogs, nothing to say there. Volumes 1 and 2 of Rooster Fighter, one of the funniest series I've ever read in my entire life. This shit actually got me dying laughing sometimes. And the art is amazing. One Dance, volumes 1 through 3. I think I'm a bit too critical on One Dance. One, there's some boring moments in there that like just drag on for way too long that I don't care about. And 2, I don't like the art style. But those are really the only 2 problems I have with it. The rest of One Dance is really good. I love the main character, especially someone who did have a stutter. I relate to the main character a lot. I love the dance scenes. The dance scenes are choreographed very well and beautifully drawn. Like, even though I don't like the art style, I can tell good art when I see good art. I love the characters, especially the captain and this girl right here. So I think I was a bit too harsh on it, but I do, there are some problems with it. Next, we got Chainsaw Man, volumes 1 through 11. Let me sit in this chair, because I'm a lazy motherfucker. Volumes 1 through 11. Not much to say. I think you could really look up any Chainsaw Man video and basically get my average opinion. I hear people saying it's a genius manga and it's absolutely amazing and it's beautiful and, it's a masterpiece. I don't agree with that. I think it's really good, but I do not think it's, a masterpiece or anything. It got me in the feels sometimes, but, it wasn't that impactful to me. But it was really, really good. Don't let me hate on your parade. It was still, great. It was a great series that I read. And can't wait for part 2. Alright, I'm going to run through some of these series I haven't read. I'm just going to say them, but I haven't read them. So don't expect me to say anything about them. Okay, I'm going to skip a couple because those are the ones I actually did read. Black Torch, volumes 1 through 5. A Silent Voice, volumes 1 through 7. The Golden Sheep, volumes 1 through 3. Drifting Dragons, volume 1. Sayonara Football, volumes 1 through 3. Glepner volumes 1 through 3, The Elusive Samurai volumes 1 through 3, and down here is Orient volumes 1 and 2. All of those I have not read, but I did read Golden Kamuy volume 1. I read that, and I read Ride Your Wave, which I did do a review on that. If you want my opinion on that, you can just watch that video. But Golden Kamuy is good. Good introduction, at least. Especially about that puzzle where like the map is on people's dead body. You know, that's pretty cool. So yeah, Golden Kamuy is good. Next down here, we got Record of Ragnarok volumes 1 through 5. Amazing series. I absolutely love it. You know, it's not anything like I don't want to say anything groundbreaking. You know, it doesn't make me, you know, go into my feels. It doesn't make me cry or anything. But it's just pure hype, you know? It is like, so Blue Lock, okay? Blue Lock is basically, to some people, it's pure hype, but it also has those emotional moments, at least with Chigiri so far, what I read. Like, that actually hit me so hard with Chigiri. Because I've experienced that before, and it sucks. And it's an amazing story with Chigiri. It's basically that, but there's no emotional moments. Well, you know, not to bash on Record of Ragnarok. Like, who can beat Blue Lock? Come on. But yeah, Record of Ragnarok, the art is so amazing. The fights are so good. The choreography, don't get me started. The what do you call it? Just the premise alone, like humans versus gods, that shit's fire. And it's just so good at building stakes and anticipation that I have to applaud it. But obviously there's some problems. It can drag on a little bit too much with its exposition, and sometimes it does get a bit boring. And you know, and if you're not particularly attached to a character very much, a fight can seem extremely boring. But that's kind of your own fault. But I do love Record of Ragnarok. Next, I got volumes 1 through 31, a slam dunk. I read through volumes 1 through 12. Love the series. Most people say it's better than IQ. I don't agree. I do not agree. So far, I do not agree. I've only read through volumes 1 through 12. I don't agree. But it is amazing. Especially with the one guy, he used to have long hair and like no teeth. His name's like Mitsui or something like that. Bro, that actually shit got me crying. Okay. We're gonna move on to the last shelf. Up here we got One Punch Man volumes 1, 2, and 24. Okay. I'm gonna name a bunch of series. Haven't read them. Just, you know, expect me to say I haven't read them. One Punch Man volumes 1, 2, and 24. Jujutsu Kaisen volume 0. Booty Royale. Dandadan volumes 1 and 2. A Girl from the Other Side volumes 1 and 2. Blue Box volumes 1 and 2. Yozakura Family volumes 1 and 2. Blackguard volume 1 through 5. Blood on the Tracks volumes 1 and 2. Bleach, the first box set. And that's where it ends. I've read Drip Drip. I was going to do a review on it, actually, when I first read it, because I really loved it. But I'll have to read it again and then do a review on it. The Boxer, amazing series, actually. I love this series. I already did a review on it in I put 10 reviews in one video. I forgot what I called it, but I put 10 different manga reviews into one video. So it's in there. You can watch that video in there. Shonen Note 1, haven't read. Undead Unluck, haven't read. Blue Giant, haven't read. Grass, I have read. It's a freaking masterpiece. This shit is absolutely beautiful. Top 10 series of all time. Tatsuki Fujimoto short stories before Chainsaw Man, 1721. God damn, that's a long title. Haven't read. Or no, I have read, and I've read Look Back. I read these two. Pretty great. You know, I think they're great. Some people say they're a masterpiece. I just know Tatsuki Fujimoto's style is not for me, but I can still appreciate it, and I still do love it sincerely. Dorohedoro, haven't read. Kenyan Cigarettes, I have read the first 2 volumes. Haven't read this one yet. I've read the first 2 volumes. Really liked it. Really cool premise. Great art. Pretty gritty. I like the plot, and I like the characters in the first 2 volumes, but I gotta read the third one. Girls Lost Tour, I read the first 2 volumes. I gotta read the rest. One of the first years I've ever wanted to read, but I just never got the chance to buy it, and I finally bought it like a month ago. So yay me. Next, we got these 4 volumes: Oshinoko, Mob Psycho 100 Volume 1, Fire Punch Volume 1, and Banana Fish Volume 1. All I have not read. Oh my god, that is tiring. I honestly, I don't even want to expand my collection because I know when I do a collection video, that is going to be insanely tiring. I'm not even going to be able to, I'm not going to be able to talk about any series. I'm just like, this series through here, this series through here, this series through here. And I'm just going to be doing that over and over again for like an hour. So, but I'm going to keep collecting manga anyway. Whatever. Or I'll split into parts. That would be pretty cool too. Alright, I'm gonna go. I got shit to read. I got shit to do. And manga to read. And names to take. And asses to kick. Alright, see ya. Bye.